So you fucking are a co-producer on Shenanigans, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans. I went to the show a couple Sundays ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I
a crazy.
didn't go up because I wasn't gonna sign a waiver because some of that shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's intense.
And if I was younger, maybe if I would have done it if I was younger.
How old are you?
34.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I love it. It's
Dude,
my
it's
favorite
great.
thing I do out here.
It's awesome. That was a great show.
It's a crazy thing. We got cool shit happening with it.
You run it with Miranda Meadows and Ben Nicholson.
Yeah, we all run it together.
Whose idea was it to come up with the show?
Yeah, it's like we're co-producers. We all work together, but also, What's
the inspiration?
Okay, so I used to run another show. It was just like a normal stand-up show, and I'm so bored with normal stand-up shows. Yeah. I'm happy to be on any. I will do all of them. Put me on your things. I will do them all. Thank you. I don't want to run. I don't want to run a stand-up show. That's boring. A lot of people, I think, run them partly because they just want a little clout. Yeah. They want something to give somebody, some way to associate with bigger comics. Like, I don't know, isn't it crazy? I got Tiffany Haddish on my show. And I'm like, yeah, cool. She's going to go up. She might say hi to you and hug you. And then she will forget you forever. I don't know what to say. Like, okay, maybe the rare possibility you impress her. Maybe she asks. I know people who know her and are friends with her that get nothing. You know, I also know people who have been on her show. Y'all ready? Whatever it's called. They're ready. And it's like, and I'm still doing the same stuff as them a lot of times. It's like, I don't know. I think a lot. Listen, if you run a show, good for you. You're supporting the community. That's great. Do your thing. Love that for you. I'm so bored with normal stand-up. And I was running a regular stand-up show, and then I kind of got this idea that was like, it started off as a kind of replication of this thing, the Meltdown Comedy, which used to be a club here, which is a great indie club. Mm-hmm. That used to do this thing called Stand Up Without a Net, where they get big comedians, T.J. Miller, Mark Miller, and Robin Williams even did it. And it'd just be like prompts on a board, riff on those prompts. Kind of like the improv mics we do. Right. The prompts were great. I will say the prompts were better than any prompts anybody has written at any open mic. They're not just like, what's your favorite dessert? Yeah. It was like, what is how would you sell breast milk wholesale? You know, like, and the people would do great on that. So I was running a show, and I thought it'd be fun to like. The other thing is like I invite a lot. I know comedians out here. I have people that like me as a stand-up that I'll invite places, but I don't have a lot of friends that aren't comedians. So often I'm inviting as many people as I can, but a lot of times I'm inviting comedians to shows. So, I would say like when I started this other show with some people, I was like, everybody put your name in a bucket. We'll pull a random spot in the middle of this booked show. You're gonna go up there. We're gonna throw prompts on a board. You're gonna riff on those. We kind of did like Stand Up Without a Net because that club ended and that show stopped. And I was just like, I used to love it. And I was like, it'd be fun to kind of bring something like that back. Mm-hmm. And eventually that turned into Ben had this idea. I have an incredibly we had it on our last show. I have an incredibly condensed Carolina Reaper oil.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the hottest things I think you can get on the planet. I got it from the guy that invented the Carolina Reaper, because peppers are invented at this point. Like they're created, they're genetically engineered. The guy that invented the Carolina Reaper has a shop in South Carolina, and I went there with my dad, and they sold this thing behind the counter. He was like, he might have been fucking with me, but it's hot as shit. Yeah. He brought this little tube out called the Sludge, and he was like, we don't sell this to people, but you guys seem nice. Like, I don't know. And he sold me this thing called the Sludge, which is just super condensed Carolina Reaper oil. Some of the hottest shit you can put in your mouth. And Ben was like kind of volunteered to like, what if I did a set? And what if instead of the prompts, I just did a set with this on my tongue? And we're like, yeah, that'd be fun. So we did that in the middle of the show. And then I stopped doing that show for a lot of reasons. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to run something. And everybody does a stand-up show, and it's so boring. So I thought it'd be fun to just have an entire show that was all hot sauce, something else. And it started kind of tame, Like I got this wheel. I ordered this wheel. I got Miranda and Ben on board, and we had things on the wheel were like, do a set while you call your mom, or or like do a set but like we have to inhale helium. Some simple stuff. But Ben kind of volunteered to take the bullet spot every show, which we kind of thought we were going to do fucked up things to people.
Mm-hmm.
And the first person should be one of us getting the most fucked up thing done to them. So we decided for the very first show we would shoot Roman candle fireworks at Ben during his set.
Holy shit.
So
dude.
we invited so many people, and it was our first show, and it was packed. It was outside, and the first thing that happens is we shoot Ben with these Roman candles, and he's got a towel over his head to protect him, and it catches fire.
No fucking
and
way.
yeah, and people start freaking out. A few people leave, and then we start it was amazing. It was my favorite things. I love setting my friend on fire. It was great. But then the wheel, we had a lot of kinks to work out after that first show. It was kind of throwing everything at the wall. And slowly we started doing more. We started like kind of changing the wheel so it was less drinking helium and more, being on a balance beam that we lit and wrapped fuse around.
Yeah, dude.
Or having actual real life poison ivy rubbed on your skin.
Right?
Yeah, we've done some crazy stuff since then. We've had the things Ben has done as a bullet spot. He's walked through mouse traps blindfolded and barefoot. He has had paintballs shot at him. He has had darts thrown at him while strapped to a board.
What a psycho.
He's been waxed. He's a psycho, but and then this last one we had him fight a pro boxer on stage who was just beating him up the whole time. Yeah, he's crazy, but also I think, he likes doing it, but also I think we're going to start switching it up, so me and Miranda might do the first spot more.